Hey guys, how you doing? Rob Thomas. Back again for round 3 of my journey with day trading. Today's Wednesday, probably November 5th, 2025. So let's recap for a second. Just started back after a couple of years, and this is day 3, Monday. We did about 7 trades, only one was positive, the rest were negative. Tuesday we did 1 big trade, and then we're down $124.87, guys. So you can see we got 2 red days so far, 55 and 69. So we're pretty consistent on our losses. Let's see if we can turn that around today. Hopefully today will be good. Wednesdays are sometimes weekdays. This is the trade we took yesterday. I took it here for the breakout. Even I took it a little bit early. Even though there were some little high whips here. This one definitely should have been a red flag for me. Once I saw that high whip bounce off of that, I probably should have. I think this is where I got stopped out right here is where my stop was, so it wasn't too bad. Well, let's clear this up, and it's a little bit early. We still got about 20 minutes almost before the market opens. But I just want to show you. So let's get set up. First thing I want to do is come check my trade settings. 440, we don't have that much in the account. Let's see what we got available. Alright, 375. So probably gonna do 1 trade today. So let's put this at 360. Do a little bit less, that way we don't have to worry about it saying we don't have enough capital. One thing yesterday I did kind of forget. We're going to move this up to 50 because we're going to look for an impulse trade today. Yesterday I kept my stop pretty high as if I was trading a smaller. Trade size, but I wasn't trading big trade. But I just want to show you up here where you can toggle between the top gainers and losers. You have the market, pre-market, day. So right now we're in pre-market. Let's go to pre-market and kind of just see what the top gainers are. Slide our screen though. Where are we at? Oh, way over. Ooh, look at this, guys. What the heck's going on with this trade? Alright, so let's see how much this guy has moved this morning. Let's go back to the news as well. Neutral tier holdings. I don't really know much about keeping up with the news, but this trade actually looks really good. It's already up 100% though, so like with my trading the other day, it's a good possibility that people are going to be wanting to sell off. When the market opens, but the 20 EMA is riding up very close to it. Normally when you have a huge move like this, the 21 EMA is real far, so you get nervous that it's going to pull back to it. But we'll just keep an eye on this one and see what happens. This actually doesn't look that bad. Not much going on this. This looks like a lot of negative and neutral stuff going on. Do have a high here. I'm just going to come to the mark. Some of these are at the top of the list. This one looks alright. We'll mark it. I'm just going to mark all of them. Just so I need to get back used to, in the habit of marking This one didn't have a huge, it does look like a huge move, but it's only 25%, so got a lot of positive stuff going on this one. Kind of general news, but after earnings, let's mark it. We did have a high here, so let's kind of evaluate this a little bit, guys. We had a high here, it pulled back a tiny bit, went up, had another high here, went up 5%, had a high here, pulled back, and then broke that again too, made another 5% move off that. This one could be good for a nice steady 5 or 10% move. Don't have a ton of volume though. This one had a big move this morning, 4 a.m. That's when the huge moves happen, guys. But it's hard to catch those. I've tried trading at 4 in the morning, and you don't know when that's going to happen. Maybe if you were trading off of a fast news feed, Zynga maybe or something like that, you might could catch some of these huge moves. This one probably not, because that was just one move all at one time, one 5-minute candle. This one you might could have caught, because look at that pop here. If you did that, could have got stopped out, but maybe not. But a good 30% move. Something to look at in the future, maybe. Just figuring out how we can trade some of these 4 a.m. moves. That's where the huge moves go, guys. This one looks a little naughty. These have like barely any volume. This is a nice mover. Doesn't have a ton of volume, but we'll mark it. Except for right now, not a ton going. Let's go back and review like the news on some of these that we marked. Like this one, this is on neutral. Got approved for an investment fund management to acquire all shares. Like I said, guys, I don't know a ton about the news factors, what make things positive or negative, or I mean, what make markets move. But if you do, feel free to let me know in the comments if you use any news feed services, or if you've had any luck with services like Black Box and things like that. I might look into some of those services. Black Box is like $99 a month though, but this one's pretty close to the high. This one here is interesting. This is small moves, but it's holding steady above that VWAP. So you kind of gotta, I like to see it respect that. Move up, pull back, move up, pull back, move up. A little stronger pullback here, just because it's pretty close to market open. But these moves, I feel more confident about. These type of moves, I get a little bit nervous, even though this right here was a beautiful move. But if I was trading, this is probably what, about 8 o'clock. The thing is, with this one, could have been risky and just took the, as soon as it was green above that, but it didn't. This is probably where I would have took it. 20% though, I could have got this morning, and then if I was... The day doesn't work out super great. Tomorrow I might try a little 7 or 8 o'clock trades. I don't know, I have a regular job, but a full-time, well, I say full-time, part-time serving job. Yeah, I do DoorDash a little bit. November is kind of a slow time for the beach restaurants, but St. Augustine is busy soon. Alright, so right now this one looks okay. This one, like I was saying, it's a huge move already. What was this one? 90% move already. So if anybody got in down there, they're going to be wanting to sell soon. A lot of people sold off here. But this one may be worth a play for. See that nice little bounce off the VWAP? This one, and the 23 EMA is probably going to come in here. This one you could get 14% before the break, and then even if it hit that and it came back down, like a lot of trades do, they come up and see this one does have a lot of wicks too, so it's kind of not giving much confidence that it would break that and rush out. But you could probably get a bounce off of this. You could play a little bounce off this VWAP up here for 12%. That doesn't really fit into my main strategy, but my main strategy guy here, I'll kind of explain more. This is like my main strategy. When you have a pre-market high, it pulls back and then it breaks above it. Let me come back to one where I can show you. What is the one? There was one that had a few breaks on it. Like, this isn't a perfect setup, but this is still a setup. Where you make a pre-market high, came back, retested it, and then here it broke. Technically, this would have been a losing trade because you enter here, and then you probably got stopped out right here. But the second time it broke was a positive trade for 4%. Like, that's not a great example, but that's just something close to show you guys how I trade, what I like to trade anyway. When I'm trading by my rules. Oh, this one's looking like Turning Point Brands at top bottom. It's got news, but nothing super crazy. 16% move so far, so maybe could squeeze out another 10%. Alright, so not a ton going on. The market's about to open in about 5 minutes, guys. I'm going to grab some water. I'm just going to pause this, but for you guys it'll be as if I never paused. But I'll be back in just a quick sec, guys, okay? Alright, guys, I'm back. Market's about to open in about 3 minutes. You can see on this one, I'm tempted to buy this. And see if I can get a little 12% move. And then possibly a breakout. Tempted, but I'm not sure. Cautious about it. This one's running. Guys, what's new? Shareholders approved key proposals. I don't know what that means, but this is 40%, so guys, this one has some potential to rock and roll. This one's getting ready to do something, guys. I think I traded this one the other day. Alright guys, I believe this one's going to pop off. Look at that volume coming in. This one is kicking, but I'll wait 2 minutes to see what happens at the market open. Today I'm not in super low risk mode. I'm more in high risk mode today. I've already lost $120. I've lost 20% of my account. So looking for something explosive that I can get 40 or 50% and get back in the game. Which is not the best way to trade long term, but this is all about the short term. Alright, so let's see what we got on top of this wig. That's 12% just for that. I think I'm gonna take this trade, guys, when the market opens. Because it's got some momentum coming in. That's what my system's all about, right? Momentum trades. Tim Sykes and Ross Cameron trading those early momentum trades in the morning. They usually trade pre-market more, but then trade all day. And Ross Cameron's making $100,000 a day. I don't really know if Tim Sykes is still a thing anymore. See him all over Facebook, but alright, here we go. Market is open. I'm just gonna buy this, guys. Let's buy. Pull that down. Orders. Where are we at? Positions, not orders. There we go. $22 already. Let's just see if we can kick up. We're gonna give this a second to play. Man, it could turn around and flop on us, but that's the risk I'm taking. See what we can do, guys. These stocks get very indecisive at market open. A lot of people want to sell these stocks, so yeah, the buyers and sellers are struggling on this one. But we'll see what happens. Could be another mistake, and it looks like it probably is. We might have to just take a small profit on this one if it bounces back up, because this one's looking iffy. Iffy, kids. It wants to go. You can tell it wants to go. Just got my stop here ready to slide up if we get up into some profit. I may drop down to a 1 minute candle so I can jump in there and lock in some profits if this thing does start to push up quick, which it's pushing on now. It's right at the precipice of deciding whether it's gonna skyrocket up 20-30 more percent, or if it's just gonna does. This is the part where you got to keep your emotions in check, guys. You got to get used to not being stressed out about these things. That's why it's good to start with super small count. You can paper trade, but paper trading, your emotions won't come into play so much. So I feel like it's better to put $100 in a small account and just trade one share. Like, what is this one? It's $1. So if you traded one share of this, you wouldn't be risking any money just to start out the practice. Wants to go, guys, huh? It just doesn't know. How much was this little initial move? 10%. I guess I can get 20% pretty easily if it pushes on up for a second. First 15 minutes the market's pretty wild. If I were wise, man, I'd probably come in at like 10:30 and trade some little super small moves, little 2 to 5% moves. But not a wise man. Now this trade I entered just purely off of impulse, just because it was rocking and rolling pretty, looked like it had some momentum coming in. This little wick here is what's causing all that indecision, but a second green candle is good. It's holding steady on that VWAP, and here it goes. It's about to pop up. Buyers are going to step in, push it. Should be able to get back up to this at least. Maybe. Come on, push on up there, fella. It's trying, guys. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting some momentum. Let's see what it does. Let me see what it looks like if I go to a 1 minute chart. Good chopsies. So these stocks like this could jump off to $100 in a second, right? Or it could just keep fiddling around. If it looks like it gets up here, it just fiddles around, just close it. But we're at $20 already, guys, on this stock. If this would have been my first trade of the week, I'd close it right now. But I have a feeling, you know, I say feeling, I've been looking at charts for over 10 years off and on. Probably almost 20 years, because I started out trading Forex. Forex was a roller coaster ride of emotions, but I didn't have a ton of money invested in it. $100 here, $10 there. Forex was wild though. Put $10 on there, open and buy max amount of leverage I could. Wake up in the morning at $1,200. Crazy roller coaster ride, guys. All right, here we go. This stock is about to push high. So where are we at? Let's start thinking about what we're doing here. All right, this thing's probably gonna rock and roll. Alright, I don't want to lose any more today. So we're locked in on Bravitz. This thing could turn around in a second. I feel like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Alright, I'm being super aggressive with the stop just because I've lost so much already. This week that I want to get a little nudge to catch up. This thing could pop up to a couple $100, guys, but we're gonna almost just get out of it. But we'll this is what, when I'm close to wanting to close a trade, I'll just move it up super tight, guys. And then if it just, we get the luck of the Irish and it shoots up more, then we'll take it, right? If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because it's at a point now where I'm ready to just get out, take my profits. But as far as the day, guys, this thing could shoot up to 200. Okay, so we're out of the trade. Come back to the 5 minute chart. This thing, guys, could shoot up super. I want to mark this because I might look at it later. But I'm not worried about getting every single dollar, okay? And this thing, see these long wicks? If I would have held in just right here, probably would have got stopped back out for nothing. So let's just kind of see where we are. Alright, so we were at 374 at the beginning of this day. Now we're back up to 430, right? 436, 80. I'm not 100% sure if this profit and loss is right because I did have some trades on here from before. So yeah, I told you guys, this thing And don't be like, oh my gosh, you should have stayed in the trade. Like, it's probably, honestly, I bet you, this thing is probably going to be like 70-80% before the day's over, right? But it could come back down and smash out any time. So with me being behind so much, you got to take what the market gives you guys. Well, that's my philosophy on it anyway, right? Because if this thing would have came back down and smashed out, I would have been down like $300 for the week. And you see, it is going to correct. Sooner or later, people are going to say. So let's look at where we are. Right now, we're only down $63. We're down 124, so we closed that gap pretty good, guys. So if I wouldn't have been trading so wild the first day and lost so much money, I've been looking good for this week. So we made a $62 move off of 347. So let's see what percentage we got today. So we made almost a 17% move. And you can see that this one's going to correct. It could collapse a couple days over, but we're not worried about that. We don't care about. I don't want to think about, oh, could have went up to here, could have had 100%. That's great if I'm up for the week. Say if I would have started the week at 500 and I was up 7, then I could have put it at break even and just let it ride for the rest of the day and come back and see. But I want to kind of take a look at some of those other ones we were looking at. If they're still, oh, actually we can switch to market now. Go to day, not market. So these are the top. This one is the top right now. And this thing's gonna pop up. Alright, I can feel that. I can tell this one. I had a feeling about it from the beginning. You know, you don't really want to day trade your feelings, but I've been looking at charts for a long time, so sometimes you can just tell when it's gonna pop in the right direction. But this is the one. Is this the one that? Let's see a chart. No. Doesn't pop out good. But see, you get these good moves, guys. You can't always just count on that. 50% moves. You could have made 50% of your account. See, this one barely moved at all in pre-market. Then it had this high. It made the high. So this one fits my rule, right? You had the high, pull back. But technically, if you're following the rule, or my strategy, you wouldn't enter till up here. So, but that, if you could take it. Like if when the price is moving super fast, like I did the trade before, you can go ahead and enter the trade. Just make sure you have your stop here. This one pulled way away. There was one that was close that I wanted to look at. Sometimes these they fall off your list because this list updates. So it goes with whatever the highest percentage gain is on. But that's fine. I just wanted to show you what was going on. Alright, so today's video was pretty short. Don't believe me yet, guys. I'm going to go with all these. So now we're down $64. We closed that gap halfway in one day. That's why you don't get discouraged when you're day trading. Oh, I lost money, We got 2 green days, but now, 2 red days, now we got a green day. So one more day like this, we're back to break even. And then once I'm back to break even, let's see where we're at this week. Wednesday, like I said, Wednesdays are usually good days for me. I am going to be putting a link to, I've got to go back in and reset it up, but I'm going to set I use TradingView free account for my trade logs, but I have to go in and set up a new one. I want to set it because it has my past trades on there, and I don't want it to be confusing about percentages lost. So I'm going to see if I can set up a new one, a separate one just for this account, so that I can show you guys, keep track of it, and you guys are more than welcome to click to join. I don't know if they have any kind of deals, or if you click through my links that you get anything. I'm new to YouTube, so It's not like I get great deals for you guys. After I've been on here for a while, a lot of these companies will offer me deals to pass along to people. But I just want to say, you know, guys, I know really nobody's watching these videos yet. This is my third day trading, and the goal here for me is not to try to teach you guys how to day trade. It's more about letting you see the experience of a beginner day. I'm not 100% beginner, but basically a beginner day trade. Like if you were wanting to come in and day trade, you can see what it's really like the emotional ride of it, the ups and downs, and maybe pick up some tips. See, look, this is what I was talking about, guys. Why I went ahead and moved my stop and take that profit, because now this thing is like, people are like, okay, a lot of people made money. A lot of people might have got in here and they made their 40% right here, and now they're out. That doesn't mean this thing's going to go all the way down. It's probably going to hit here and could bounce back up again. But sometimes you just take what the market gives you. You don't always have to, or I don't always feel like I have to trade by trade. I look at my whole account balance and trade off of that. Like if I'm down, then I'll take what the market gives me for sure. If I'm way up, I might be more risky than for a huge win. But anyway, back to what I was saying, guys. This channel is about just seeing the experiences of a new trader, maybe having a little community of some new traders, some experienced traders jump in, join the community. I do have 2 subscribers already, which is crazy as a mug, because I only have like 5 views on one of my videos. I know these videos are super long. After this initial little series, this is not a series, this is just showing you my 100% live day trades. I'm not editing these videos, so I'm not going to shorten them down. You can feel free to click through them and just kind of see what happens. I'm probably going to do like some weekly recaps. Those will be short. I'll probably make some shorts of some of the highlights of these guys. But man, just feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you think this channel is interesting, if you don't think it's interesting, you have other things to do, let me know. Whatever is cool. Let me know what platforms you guys like to use, what your favorite platforms are. If you're a new day trader, beginner trader, if you've been trading for 30 years and you have some knowledge, you want to drop in the comments. Hey, I'm not going to shy away from that. But if you want to follow me on my journey, guys, please subscribe to the channel, RobThomasDayTrader. I said it before, but I should have called it Rob Thomas Rookie Trader for a while until I got proficient. But you have to think big, right? You have to think like a professional to be a professional. So for right now, guys, we closed the gap, $62. We're back in the game a little bit. So that gives me some hope for the rest of the week. Then maybe we can at least get back to break even by the rest of the week. Or close that gap a little bit. If we can get $5-10 tomorrow, that'd be great. But thank you so much, guys. Rob Thomas, I almost said Rob Thomas Review. I do have another channel too, Rob Thomas Reviews. You guys are into checking out product reviews. That was my first attempt at YouTube last month. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you thought. That's going to be it for today. I'll be back in the morning. Probably check in around 7 or 8 tomorrow to see what the markets look like, and then start the video at 9:30. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.